Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my stream. I've got some work to do. I've got a book to review, so I felt I review the book. I felt I review the book on. Where is the tab in the chat? My computer is so slow. Pam, 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 pam. Oh, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Trying not to speak so loud, to talk so loud so I don't wake anyone. Oh, it's currently 4 a.m. Where is this thing? Oh, good. I guess no one is listening, but if you're listening, welcome to my world. Welcome to my live stream. Drop a comment. You want to share. You don't need to share. Just follow my channel. I talk about everything publishing, book publishing. I publish books. Books like this, and books like I've got other books, but you're not here. So I published a lot of this. So far, I've published probably not probably over 1,000 of these. This particular book, I sold thousands of copies of this. It's just a simple. It's a notebook. I don't know if you can see it. It's a notebook, journal. It's a notebook, and I can show you how much of those I've sold previously. Just give you an idea of the kind of stuff I do. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Take your time. My computer is slow. I'll just share my screen here. Share my screen. So I'll go through royalties estimator. found this estimator, and let me share this live. Let me check the lifetime. So that's it here. It's 45,000 of this particular book. See, Chaos Coordinator. Freaking awesome. The same book. The same book. It sold $45,000 worth of it. I've sold $45,000 worth of it. That's how many orders. Let me check. That is quite a big number. Well, the equivalent is $45,000. So these are some of the things that completely influence how I think about money. I know someone might say it's not much, but I know a lot of people give their entire life. They spend so much time, they spend their whole day, their whole life just trying to make ends meet. And of course, it's trying to make not just ends meet, trying to like make money, make a lot of money. And of course, there are a lot of reasons. There are different reasons why someone might devote their entire day or their time and all that trying to get money. For example, raising a family and all that. But to me personally, I do feel like instead of just working very hard, depending on the things you have in your life, the people you have in your life, don't you think there's a smarter way? Like, just like we take our children to school to get educated, or we attended school to get educated. Don't you think we should stop and educate ourselves of smarter ways to get to earn a living? Because I don't think God put us in this world to devote our entire time trying to earn a living at the expense of not being able to not being around for our children, for example, in my own case. So it's seriously earning 40,000, over 45,000 from this notebook that I spent probably like 10 minutes creating, completely influenced my perspective on how to earn a living. There are smarter ways, faster ways. No, I will not say faster, but there are smarter ways to earn a living where you can be present for the people you care about. It might not happen it might not happen as in quick, fast, the way a lot of people talk about it online, but it's possible. It's possible. You just have to educate yourself. I'm constantly educating myself. For example, like how to use AI. I know a lot of people that make so much money earning a living with posting videos online, AI stuff and all that. So why, if I call myself, okay, I might say, oh, I'm a Christian or something, and I get mad at them or get upset when they talk about how they earn thousands of dollars in the comfort of their homes. Some of them are, you might criticize their life and all that, their lifestyle, but you spend all the time praying, you don't educate yourself, and you're broke. And you're broke, you're complaining that you're doing 9 to nine to seven, 9 to 9. So yeah, it's honest living, but so is someone that publishes books and makes um, thousands of dollars, probably some of them hundreds of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're mad at them probably because of their lifestyle. So how did I get here? Hmm, I do feel like just choose something that you might not really be passionate about it at first. For example, in my own case, you can see how many books I published there. It's not because I'm smart. This has nothing to do with whatever degree I've earned in university. No, whatever university I went to. It has nothing to do with that. I literally saw someone talking about it on YouTube and I followed all the steps. I still know the person's YouTube channel. I followed all the steps the advice the person gave. Is a very, very simple guy, humble guy, just like this life you're watching now. A simple video. I just saw it. And I'm not gonna mislead you. In fact, that day I think I was in the bathroom or something, just scrolling on YouTube. And I found out and that completely changed. It changed it has completely changed my life, for the good. So I published the first journal, published the second one, published the third one. I published 1,000 journals, not 1,000 journals, but 1,000 different books. 1,000, 1,000, over 1,000. You can see the number there. That's 1,079 books. And this is not just the only account I work on. So that's over 1,000 before getting to understand what works, what doesn't work, and all that. So probably I should go to I should probably take you back in the memory line for you to see where this whole thing started and how patient we need to be we need to be in order in order to get the results that we envision. I just want to go back to 2018. I think these accounts started in 2018 because people are also obsessed with making it fast and all that. Okay, so I want to do. I want to do the first. Let me do the first. Let me see if I can do the first 3 months. Just imagine the first 3 months. The first 3 months of my publishing journey. That's $21. Okay, let's say 22. In fact, I'm going to take the lesser number, $21. First 3 months, $21. Can you imagine? $21. And the first sale I made, it's the very first book I sold. It was sold on the 10th of August 2018. And I earned $1.90. I'm gonna look for this book. It's Drama Because Something Stuff. Drama Because I'm gonna look for this book because I want everyone to I want you to see this book. If you're watching this, I want you to see this book. And this was the very first book I sold. The very first book I sold, ever sold on KDP. The very, very first book I sold. So Let me. I'll I'll go to the bookshelf. Just want to make sure you can see my screen. Drama. I'm going to search for drama. 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 Nope. 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 Just want to check for the very first book. Drama because drama. Just want to be sure. Yeah, I think I found it. It's this book. This very book. This was the very this was the very first book I ever sold. I think I'm gonna place an order for this book just to always have it in mind that this is where my whole um my publishing journey began. Drama because even guitarists need heroes. It earned $1, $1.90. It was a notebook. It didn't make me $1 million. It didn't make me $1,000. But this was the very book that made me believe it was possible to earn money selling books on Amazon. It was published on the 6th of August 2018, and I made the first sale on the 10th of August 2018 without ads, without ads, without like going through buying any courses or whatever. So it was the first book that I ever sold. Just going through this to see. I think this is the first time I'm going through this list of books I sold in my first year or the first couple of months on publishing. I'm gonna make a list of this. Probably make a video just showing the first 10 books I ever sold. As you can see, this particular book is the first one. So back to what I was talking about, you have to educate yourself on smarter ways, on a smarter ways, on a smarter way to earn a living. Um, Hard work. It's good for everybody to be hardworking, but just imagine you combine being hardworking and at the same time, um, you or myself, I combine being hardworking but also working smart. I am blessed with two two lovely daughters, and last year I had to make a decision that prioritize being present for my children, and I was so busy with a lot of stuff, and I asked myself one question like, okay, at the end of the day, what's the end goal? The end goal is to earn a living. Okay. And I was going on this very long walk, and I love to take long walks, and I had to ask myself that question. James, the end goal of all the stuff you're doing is to earn a living to support your family. Okay. Are you present? Yeah. I'm present, but I'll always be exhausted. I always have a million things that I'm doing at the same time. How about um, I look for just one thing? If I can just focus on one thing that is going to um, get me the same earnings or the same money. I spend so much time busy doing so many other stuff. Isn't it almost going to be the same thing? You have to understand this. At the end of the day, the plan is my children are supposed to, they're going to outlive me. And the only way the the money I'm earning is going to, this is my opinion, is going to be significant is what I'm able to, how much of that money I'm able to um, invest in them or in others, like supporting others and all that. Um, so how about I still earn money and I'm still able to like be present and support my family, support my children. I know there is this whole world out there where they talk about, yeah, men are supposed to be outside, they're not supposed to be present, they're supposed to be hardworking, blah, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, this is not um this is not the is it the 80s, I mean 1800s or 1920s. This is 2026. This 2026, many things have changed. I don't have to go farming, I don't have to go hunting. Of course, like people still do that, but I can earn a full-time income, a full-time living, a full-time income, being present, being at home, making sure that my children get everything they they need. And it's not going to be forever. It's just some years. It's just few years before you know they've got they've moved on in life and they've left you they've left you behind. They've left you behind. So that's just my 2 cents on why I do this. And of course, you can still do a whole lot of good. There's so many dads. There are so many men, so many of them that have earned millions of dollars doing stuff they love and prioritizing their children. So I also like to think about it this way. It's all your mindset, what you the your principles, the ideologies you hold, and all that, like your values. It all comes down to that. What do you believe? If you do believe that you have to be, you have to labor, you have to sweat yourself out, you have to kill yourself, you have to work 9 to 9 to earn a living, that's going to be a reality. It's nothing that's going to change that. You Nothing's going to change that. But if you believe that I can publish books and I can write books, I can get better at writing books, I can get better at publishing books, I can get better at whatever, and any full time living. I can research my niche. I can research. Um, I can do research. People that are succeeding in this stuff I do, and find out what really are they doing, what are they really doing, and get better at it. Why not? If you do believe that, why won't it work for you? So I do believe one of the beliefs I hold is I know from writing books Of course, I'm a digital marketer. I've been in three masters program already. I I would say I don't use the word. Yeah, I've gone to school. I'm a little bit educated. I know, have an idea of what's possible and all that. And um, but at the same time, um, I still do hold. I still do believe that I can do a lot of things. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I can do a lot of things. But now the issue is I need to choose. Out of the so many things I can do, I can build websites. I can. My first degree is in economics. I can choose to work as an economist. I can choose to work in a bank. I can choose to. I've got a degree in information technology. I can choose to go down that path and work wherever I want to work. I can choose to be in whatever country I want to be in. I can go to anywhere in the world that I want to be in. I've done it before when I was much younger. Um, but now the issue is I need to choose, I need to prioritize out of the so many things I can do, which of these I've got 24 hours in a day, which of these is going to um it's going to afford me the time, it's going to help me take care of my family, it's going to help me prioritize being there for my children, my daughters. Um so and of course it's going to give me the time to be able to prioritize things that are important to me. Of course, um, I'm a Christian. My beliefs are so important to me, and I have to. It's important for me to keep reminding myself that look, I know I also fall. I also make this. I'm also guilty of this, by the way, where somebody would say, "I don't have time. I'm so busy. I don't have time for I don't have time to study my Bible. I don't have time to pray." Yeah, sometimes I do that. So I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's what you tell yourself. Like I need to change my mindset and tell myself that look, there is time. The truth of the matter is, in 24 hours, if you want to dedicate 6 hours a day studying your Bible, a day prioritizing your children, it's all what you believe, your mindset, what you believe. Because there's a young boy somewhere in the world um, that is about 2 years old. Sorry, that is about 22 years old or 18 years old that spends an hour or 2 hours working in a week, uh, earning a full time living that you're almost killing yourself to earn. There is a young man there's a young lady that is posting videos on Instagram, like legit, no, nothing out of the ordinary, that's mastered how to use AI, that's learned how to edit videos, that has learned how to build websites, that has learned how to do other stuff, and is making a full-time living from the comfort of their homes, of their home. So, old man or big woman, learn this that you don't have to, you don't have to, you know that whatever you're doing, whatever I'm doing, whatever you're doing is very important, but not prioritizing things you claim to care about, putting that behind and um, justifying I need to work 9 to 9. I need to work. 10 hours. I need to work 20 hours. I need to work 60 hours. I need to work 70 hours. I need to kill myself because of these children or because of her head of home. I need to be out there. Yes, you need to. Well, my advice to all of us, to myself, is educate yourself. There are better ways. There are better ways of doing that thing you said, that dream you had growing up, or you didn't have, that you don't just even know about. Yeah, that passion that you may have, but you don't just know it exists yet because you haven't. You spend all the time. I spend all the time scrolling on TikTok, watching people dance, watching people do stuff I don't like or things I'm critical about. But I haven't just gone and searched on maybe probably ChatGPT or AI, an AI tool that and ask how can I improve my life in this aspect? List 10 ways I can earn a living in the UK or in America or wherever. 10 ways I can earn a living as a preacher, or 10 ways I can earn a living as um as a banker without really going to without doing the 9 to 5. And you'll be surprised at what um ChatGPT is going to suggest, stuff that you never ever knew. One of the things I did with ChatGPT those days, not really ChatGPT, yeah, it was ChatGPT, OpenAI back in the days, was I did put my CV into OpenAI to analyze and tell me possible jobs I could do. And it wasn't even my CV, sorry, it was my transcript. It was my transcript. Possible jobs I could do. And I was so blown at stuff I never even thought about. Sometimes when we attend university and all that, and we graduate with a degree, for example, in economics, information technology, when we start looking for a job, we tend to look for jobs for someone with a master's degree in information technology. And you find out that sometimes the possibilities might be, the results you get might be a little bit limited. But just imagine you took, for example, for my master's, in my master's program, my first master's program, I did like will I say 15, up to like 15, at least more than 10 courses, at least up to 10. Hmm. And these different modules I did in school, they have different topics. So just imagine you've covered all those topics in a different modules. So there is so much you've learned. But you've gone and packaged yourself and given yourself one name, Master in Information Technology. You're now looking for a job with um, Masters in information, a job for somebody with a Master's in Information Technology. How about you look for a job, you search for jobs for probably, in my own case, I did databases, I did e-commerce, I did a lot of stuff, HTML programming, I did JavaScript. How about look for a job with somebody for a job for someone that specializes in HTML, a job for someone that is good at database programming, a job that is there will be it's almost like limitless. So I just want to encourage myself, encourage you, encourage anyone listening that what you can do, the possibilities are endless, literally limitless. There's so much you can do. I spend so much time in my day taking care of my kids. There's so much I've learned. I can write a book I can write books, series of books about raising children, not just children. I have daughters. Oh, from a dad's perspective, raising my daughters. I can write on their behavior. I can write a lot of stuff about what they eat. I can write about organizing the home in that perspective. So many things, so many things, and all this different stuff can end. Can is a potential source of revenue, potential source of income. So that's just even one. What else can I talk about? I can write about publishing. That it's even too broad. Publishing stuff for um, drummers. I can write about publishing books. How a drummer can publish a book, can write a book. So we live in a world where God has given us different, limitless, infinite possibilities, but we tend to just copy. Someone earned an income doing 9 to 5, or doing this type of job, or doing a PhD, or being a medical doctor, that we decide that, okay, that's exactly what I want to do because the person is making so amount of money. Then we fix ourselves into this box. Or we go to university, we learn this degree, we study to become whatever, and we now box ourselves in that hole. I'm an economist. Uh, we forget that, okay, how about I'm also a father, I'm also a husband, I'm also a wife, I'm also this, I'm also that. Like, I'm also great at singing. I love Jesus. I love this. I know about this. I know about home. Um, I know about like keeping a home. I know about organizing things. I know about having strong values. I know about um, so many stuff. There are so many stuff, and that's why for me, I'm so passionate about books because there's so many things I can do. I can write. I can literally write about anything. Mm. Just imagine when someone sells papers, empty books, and is able to make literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. It completely changes the way I think about stuff. One of the things I believe, I know I can be whatever I want to be. I can do whatever I want to do. And that's how God created us. We can be whatever we want to be. We can do whatever we want to do. So, however, we've got 24 hours in a day, and we've got we don't have a lifetime. Like, we don't have forever. We have a short time. When I say short, our time on earth is not forever. You understand? So because of that, we have to we have to make choices. We have to make a choice. We have to make choices that could either favor us or um so that's my that's me just talking to myself or talking to whoever is going to watch this later. And so I can do whatever I want to do. I can be whatever I want to be. Um, the choice, the choice is mine. I should constantly be looking for ways to educate myself on what's possible. Constantly looking for ways to, of course, educate myself, push boundaries, understand what's possible, so I don't get boxed because I don't get blindsided, as in I don't really know. I don't get left. Like I say, left behind. It's not about even being left behind. I don't hold, like I say, ideologies. I don't hold um, stuff in my head that don't work. I don't. box myself into a style of life or a lifestyle um, where there is something better out for me, but I don't just know it because I just keep I'm in this repetitive um cycle. I'm just going around in cycles because of the beliefs I hold. If you know what I mean, or if you don't know what I mean, but I need to find a way to spend some time, understand what's going on in the world I live in, to be aware of what's really, really, really going on. Because to my friends, killing themselves or not prioritizing their children, not prioritizing the things they said they were going to prioritize in the name of I want to, I want to, I want to earn 300,000 pounds by when I in the next 20 years, or I want to buy a house um, and pay it off in 20 years. Ha, okay, 20 years, you now buy a house, your child, that child you didn't prioritize will now be 20 something years by the time you finish paying off that house and will now leave you. So, what's the point? And you by that time, let's say you had that goal when you're about 30. Let's say you had that goal when you're 30. Now at 20 years, now be 50 something. Eh, you're not you're not as strong as you used to be. Time has passed. Your children probably, they've gone, they've left you. The job you were working, you're working, the employer you were working for, probably they've now left you. I beg, let me don't even talk more about that. Let me just leave that behind. So it's important for us to, I don't think having an income goal, like a long term, tying our priorities um to money. I don't think, for personally, I don't think it's a good one. Probably one of you could help me. Probably I'm also ignorant about this. I don't know. Just talking.